Hey yinz guys, Mr. Ryan here, the yinzer therapist on a wonderful mindful Monday. And it kind of hit me that we are 2 weeks away from the next part, the next series of the Mindfulness Monday meetup, right? Our Mindful Monday meetup that happens on the last Monday of every month down at Saging Space in New Kent. This next one will be at the end of this month, March, right? That's in 2 weeks, March 30th. The meetup will start at 7 p.m. And in honor of that, and to kind of help the meetup grow, it seemed like it'd be a good idea, a good way to show some dedication, some responsibility, give me some more structure and routine, is to start a kind of virtual Mindful Monday kind of series where I sit here and kind of talk about mindfulness every Monday and try to help you guys get the week started right, get it started on the right kind of footing, getting your energy right, taking a moment to slow things down, to look at different coping skills, right, to try to analyze where our mental health is, right. I think it's always a good thing to celebrate what we've done well, right? What has gone well over the weekends, what has been helpful, what are the different things that have recharged our mental health and improved things. Were there things that maybe took away from it, things that didn't go well? Things that you wanted to have happen but didn't happen. Maybe things you wanted to have happen did happen, but they didn't happen the way you wanted it to, and it didn't make you feel good at all, right? That's where I really like a mindful morning kind of series, a mindful Monday kind of series. We have a lot of Garfields in the world, right? A lot of people that just really hate the start and the beginning of the week, that it really takes them some time to get their head on straight and get going, right? So the things that we're going to do in this space here are going to help with that, right? Are going to help clear the air, clear our brains out, get things going, right? And one of the things that we're going to be working on is to try to strengthen our presentation here, strengthen our delivery and our content and all that, is actually writing things ahead of time, recording these individually, and then editing stuff together with the magic of CapCut, and kind of seeing what we can do from that standpoint, right? To keep kind of getting ready and practicing in this space when I'm here for when I get to the studios, right? And make sure you pay attention to my socials, pay attention to all that good stuff, because we definitely are working on lots of events, lots of workshops, lots of awesome opportunities to come learn about mental health, learn different coping skills, and take that time in for yourself, because you deserve it. Now stay tuned for some awesome brain humming. And we're back. Hopefully that was a pretty cool transition. We'll see, right? So, the coping skill I wanted to talk about today, to try to help us start off with a mindful Monday and have ourselves a great week, is a little bit of brain humming. Now, brain humming, for those that aren't familiar, is the auditory stimulation of our vagus nerve, right? That vagus nerve is part of that parasympathetic nervous system, that part of the body that runs from the brain to the stomach to the back, right? So that the butterflies in your stomach, the pit of despair that you feel sometimes, right? That's all your parasympathetic nervous system. It's something we definitely have found that to activate it helps our brain space by producing all kinds of incredible, awesome, happy brain chemicals, right? And it also flushes out a lot of the cortisol those stress toxins that are in our body that plague us, that can build up and will lead to things like panic attacks and anxiety attacks and things like that, right? So humming is just a wonderful way to get the brain healthy, to get things working, right, to get things flowing in the right way. Typically, you use vowel sounds, plus at the end of it to, go to certain energy levels, and that's what we do in the different brain humming workshops. But in this space here, what I'm going to challenge you guys continually and often, I hope, is to find different words of modern life, common day life, right, everyday language, that we can then turn into a kind of hum, which then can resonate and help our bodies and our brains feel better, right? So the one that we're going to work on today is an upcoming holiday that we have, right? Depending on your faith, right? If you follow Christian mythology, we are coming up on Easter, right? Where rabbits lay eggs. And it really is a fun family holiday for me. We take my mom out to a banquet in the Lamplighter. I think that's Delmont export area somewhere out there. Yeah, the Lamplighter, wherever that is. We do that. And it's a lot of fun, right? And that's what Easter means to me, is a good family meal. It means something much different to other people, I'm sure. But the point of that is Easter, I think, can be turned into a wonderful brain humming exercise. So I'm going to go ahead and hum Easter 3 to 5 times, depending on how well I can count. And you guys check it out, give it a listen, comment below, let me know what you think, right? And if it's something that you dig, if it's something that you really like, why don't you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all those things, work hard to help me out and continue to grow this awesome mental health community, because man, ain't this world broken, and don't we need to fix it. So here we go, using Easter as a brain humming hoping skill to flush the stress toxins out of your body and make your brain produce all those wonderful happy brain chemicals. You ready? Let's do it again. All right. Again. Ooh. All right, last one. Let's really get it, people. Really get it. Alright, let's just take a moment. Let's breathe. Let's just see if maybe our brain's a little tingly. Maybe the voice inside our head might be a little quieter. Maybe we feel a little bit more at peace. A little bit more energized, ready to go for the day. I don't know. You tell me. So now that we're nice and relaxed, why don't we take a moment to think about our self-care, to think about something that we've done recently for ourselves, something that we want to do very soon, something that we could realistically do maybe today. Let's take a moment and look at that self-care and talk about either successes we've had, goals that we have, right? Let's really take a moment and look at it and share, right? Please comment below. What is your self-care like? What have you been doing lately? What do you want to start doing, right? What habit do you want to improve on? I think both aspects are important. For myself, I think the self-care thing I'm going to share today might be kind of unusual in terms of self-care, so to speak, because it's in a way a household chore that maybe people don't really like. But pressure washing. Last year was just not a good year for my pressure washer. It wouldn't work, got it fixed, paid money, wouldn't work again right after that. A whole different problem, right? It wasn't the same issue. Something else blew on it. So I just gave up, just got rid of it, scrapped it. Because I was just done with it, right? It was just over. It just wasn't worth fixing anymore because it wasn't that good of a pressure washer to begin with. But what that meant was that the entire year long, all the pressure washing projects in my house didn't get done. The driveway didn't get done, the walkway, the fences, the siding, none of it got done. So it all looks gross. It's all filthy, all covered because I got a pine tree back there. So it's just, it's gross looking. So the weather's getting nice already, right? We're having some really nice days. We just got some nice outdoor furniture that my mom inherited from a friend that had passed away that she doesn't really want anymore, so she gave them to me. My wife likes it, so it's got to help us sit outside more, right? Which is good, healthy stuff. But we don't want to look at ugly fences. We don't want to look at ugly patio. I know my wife. She wants those things to look clean if she wants to spend time outdoors. So I got the pressure washer, right? I got a little bit of a better one. And, I was really tired from a whole weekend of doing things yesterday. We and my wife went down to the musical. We had a whole busy day with the kid on Saturday. With this, it was a busy weekend doing all kinds of stuff. So I could have gone to the couch and curled up with my pug dog and took a nap, right? I could have done a lot of things. But instead, I got my pressure washer out, I got it set up, and I went into business, right? So in terms of self-care, I was able to take care of projects that needed to be done all of last year. I was able to break in the new pressure washer and see how long a tank of gas goes. And boy, did it last me all the vinyl fencing I wanted to get done, plus 3/4 of the back patio that I wanted to get done. So I wonder if a full tank of gas isn't going to take me the whole walkway, the walkway out to the front of my sidewalk, down to the driveway, and then part of my driveway. It would be interesting to see how much of the driveway I can get done on that one tank of gas I start out back. So yeah, it's self-care because it felt so good to get those things off my to-do list, to finally get those kinds of projects taken care of and over with. It has definitely been something that's been bothering me all year long, that I couldn't get a pressure washer to go to work. I couldn't spend the money to get it fixed, and when I did, it didn't last. It didn't even last 5 minutes till something else blew on it. So I think that's just years of me not taking care of it, me not being, a good responsible owner. I have found a small engine mechanic that lives his workshop's like right near me. That my pressure washer and my lawnmower will now be serviced at and tuned up each and every year, hopefully at least once, maybe twice. It really helped maintain them. So that is my self-care that I wanted to make sure I shared today, because it's just important to be able to get things done, to get stuff off that to-do list, to invest and take care of your property and take care of your space. There is some real science behind the idea of the clean living space around you matters, right? That it really helps, that it does, affect your mood, right? It really does. So, being that I want to spend more time outside, sitting on my back porch, taking that time in to get it fixed up, is just an incredible thing. So I hope you guys are able to choose self-care. I hope you guys have chosen self-care. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what yins are out there doing for your self-care. And let's keep choosing self-care, because it's one of the best choices we can make right now in this broken world. Well, folks, we've done some humming together, right? We've done some talk and discussion about self-care together, right? We've worked hard to set a good intention to start the week properly, to start the week off on a good foot, right? And I'm very excited about that. So where we're at today in this mindful moment kind of situation is what I call closing arguments. Not that we're going to get into an argument at all, but this is like, closing statement, right? What do I want to go out on? And it's something I really want to bring into focus because when I was doing my workshop last week, I think I did a really good job on every aspect of the workshop but the finish. I felt like the finish was off, that I got to the end and I got nervous and I was like, and I didn't know what to do. So I just kind of wrapped things up real quickly all of a sudden. And I didn't have a closing monologue. Maybe that's what we'll call it, the closing monologue. Maybe that's a better name than closing arguments. So I want to make sure I take a moment to work on it, right? These releases, these kinds of footage, this is all practice, all reps, trying to try out different things and get my head on straight so I can make the live workshops, the workshops in person, better, right? And better, more entertaining, more sought after, to continue building and growing in that fashion, right? So for today's closing monologue, I just want to say I am proud of myself for following through with this idea today, making this a thing. I hope that this is something that I can continue to put together on a Monday, on a weekly basis, every Monday. And then I hope that by doing this, right, starting these mindful Monday moments virtually, right, through this media, that I can get some of those Pittsburgh locals, right, some of those people that live in the Pittsburgh area to join me in person on Monday, March 30th at Saging Space down in New Kensington. Our monthly mindful meetup is on the last Monday of every month, so that is March 30th this month. It'll be 7 p.m. at Saging Space, and we're going to pretty much do what we're doing here live and in person. And I hope to grow that, because while this helps, it is definitely can get people out of that funk and remind them of the power of self-care. It cannot and will not produce and reproduce what can happen, the magic that happens in person, right? So I hope that I've edited these things together in a timely fashion. I hope that this release has found you rather quickly, and we continue to work hard to build together and build something special here. Something is forming here, right? The neurons that wire together, fire together. So let's work hard together to fix this broken world, because God damn it, somebody has to, right? And please always remember, whatever you do, take care of your shoes. Peace. For real this time. Peace. Bye. Have a good day. See you later. Bye.